As I've been thinking about what we should look at next in our videos, in our devotional time together, looking at the Bible together, I started to think about this idea of us as trees. Bear with me here. So, when I was growing up, there was this advert, and I can't even remember what it was for. And there were various people saying, I want to be a, and there's some stuff like, I want to be a pilot or whatever. And then there's this guy who's like, I want to be a tree. And as Christians, we should want to be a tree because it comes up in the Bible quite a few times. Now, I would love to do a series of videos for you guys all about how you can get through life with nothing bad ever happening to you, how you could have a blissful, peaceful, trouble free existence. But the reality is that that just isn't how life works in this life. It's not going to happen. But what we can do is learn how that we can stand strong, how we can be confident, how we can thrive even when stuff is tough. So what I want to look at how we can be trees who are deeply rooted, who are really, really strong, who are able to survive even when things are tough. So I get this image of trees in my head that either have like these massive, really wide roots so that like nothing can knock them over, or you see them, don't you, like trees that are pretty much growing sideways, but they're still growing. They've been battered, they've been blown over, they have taken a battering, but they're still growing, they're still thriving. And I want us to be like that. And in God's word, there is loads of stuff about how we can be like that, how we can be these trees that are so well rooted that nothing can take us out. And the first Bible passage I want us to look at is from the book of Jeremiah, and it's in chapter 17. And from verse 7, it says this: But blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in him. They will be like a tree planted by the water that sends out its roots by the stream. It does not fear when heat comes, its leaves are always green. It has no worries in a year of drought and never fails to bear fruit. So we're thinking about this tree that is planted by a stream. So even if bad stuff is happening, even if there's a drought, even if there's not much water around, this tree has its water supply. Its roots are slurping up all of the goodness, everything that it needs, all of the water, all of the life from this stream. And it's the same for us. We can be living in a world that, to be honest, is going a little bit wrong, has all sorts of bad stuff going on in it, things that are difficult. But if we are rooted in Jesus, if our roots are reaching out to Jesus for everything that we need, for hope and life and strength and joy and perseverance and just the right view of ourselves and where we fit in this world, if we're taking all of that from Jesus, we have all we need to continue to live, to continue to survive, to continue to thrive. And and that's really exciting, isn't it? So I don't know about you, but maybe in pre-COVID times, you have found your confidence in stuff like your ability to do stuff well, maybe in your abilities at school or in sport or your abilities as a friend, even the stuff that you knew you were good at, stuff that you knew about yourself. And during the last year, all of that's been a little bit shaken, hasn't it? That stuff that we thought we were rooted in, that we thought we could put our confidence in, it's turned out to just be like sand. Like we can't grab hold of that stuff. It just kind of runs through our fingers. It's not as sturdy as we thought it was. But when we root ourselves in Jesus, when we grab onto Jesus, we know that we can still get everything we need to live, to survive, to thrive from Him. It gives us a peace, it gives us a confidence that isn't going to get shaken because God never changes.